Watch out for Katie Lam. I know I've done a few videos on Katie Lam now, MP. I mean, she's only 33, so she's too young yet to be the leader of a party. Well, she's not, actually, you can be, but she's a bit too young and inexperienced. But nevertheless, she's articulate, she speaks very well, and she's not afraid to say what she thinks.
Unless and until we, politicians of all stripes, can deliver the migration system that the British people have voted for time and again, there will be no reason for them to trust in our political system, and they will be right not to. We have seen no indication from this government since they came to power last year that they are willing to do what needs to be done to give the British people the immigration system they want and deserve. And the debate today, I'm afraid, has been no different. The Minister clearly wished only to speak about the record of the last government. But, Madam Deputy Speaker, they are in charge now. Yes. And what do we see? My right honourable friend, the Shadow Home Secretary, points out the facts. He says Afghans are 20 times more likely to be sex offenders. They say outrageous. Well, it is outrageous. Saying so is not. He points out that over 70% of Somalis live in social housing. They call it race baiting. This is exactly the attitude that has allowed our political class to ignore the reality of the world that we live in. No party and no government that continues to treat the British public's very legitimate concerns with such scorn will ever rise to meet the challenge of securing our border.
And she's right there, of course. All these facts and figures are coming out of the Home Office, coming out of the civil service. Labour would rather they didn't come out, of course, and I'm sure many people who were in the last cabinet in the Conservative government would also wish these figures not to come out, because these are the governments, successive governments from the Tory and Labour parties that have allowed these people into the country. The trouble the Labour Party are having is, as Katie Lam pointed out, that all they want to talk about is the previous administration, the previous government. It's not working. It's not working anymore. It worked for 2 or 3 months, for a while, when people thought, oh yeah, the Tories have left a mess here. Give them a bit of a chance to sort it out. They've done nothing to sort it out. They're still talking now about the previous administration. And mark my words, when we come up to 2029 and the next general election, they will still be sat there talking about the previous administration. Calling people racists, saying they're race baiters. Ironically, of course, the biggest race baiters are inside the Labour Party. Simply doesn't have an effect on people anymore. The words racist, the words fascist, etc. have been so overused by this bunch of cretins that nobody takes a blind bit of notice anymore. People actively put on their social media accounts now far right bigger because they're not bothered. They don't care what they're called. It's just the Labour Party's way of trying to shut down any legitimate concerns that people in this country might have.